Hey everyone, so I'm back and here is the two tanks of the Quick Cure spray foam from Tiger Foam, part A and part B. So unlike that one, which was only 200 square foot, obviously 600 square foot is like 3 times the size, so the canisters are going to be bigger. And these ones I had to connect as it says here. So there's probably a hose in one of them, and then a hose and a gun, or there's a gun in there somewhere, I'm sure. If not, I can always use the one from this one. But they should include the gun and all that from what I read on the site. Um, shouldn't spin around like that. So yeah, I ordered these last Thursday, which if you don't count Sunday, since no one ships mail on Sunday, it took 4 days. So a little bit longer, but still faster than a lot of places ship anything. And these, again, came from Canada. So tomorrow I have the day off after I get done with classes, so I might do this tomorrow, or I might try to do it either Sunday or night or Saturday morning. So I don't expect it to take me too long. I'll try to sit down either tomorrow after work or Thursday after school and try to read through and make sure I do this right. I'm guessing it's very similar to how I did this, just larger. And so I want to do this right. And so I cleaned out the bus last Friday, shortly after I ordered this, because I was expecting it sooner, but that's okay. And so the bus is all cleaned out and ready to go. I just need to get a day where it's warmer and hopefully not too humid, and then a day when I also have the time. So yeah, this will be similar to how I did my other review. This section of the video will be first, followed by a video actually of me showing you as I'm doing it. So like a time lapse of me actually installing this time, since this is a greater amount and you can actually see the change. I want to film that, which is why I gotta find the time. And then it'll be sped up depending on how long it takes me. And then a review of the Quick Cure spray foam set, the 600 square feet. So I'm going to end this video here and hop on to the next section of the video, which is installing the spray foam as soon as possible. Bye. my other video, I finally got the spray foaming done for the bus. So it's feeling real good. It's all looking real good. There's a few areas where I sprayed a little more, and then it was not looking right. So you can tell right here, that's where it started not mixing, and so just that stuff I hope dries off, drips down. It won't be a big problem. I'm gonna get out of the way before I get any in my hair. But that's all near back there. It's nothing up here in the main area. I probably could have gone a little heavier in some places on the roof, but I'm gonna probably shave it down, or not shave it down, but shave some of this back, make sure it's all at one height. Do wiring, and then maybe a really thin foam board in some areas where I want a little more insulation. This was just really for moisture and the air tightness. So right now it smells like spray foam a lot more than it did when I did the other stuff. But that's expected. I'll come back in 24, 48 hours and look at that all again. And hopefully everything went on right. I mean, from the look and texture of it, it all went on well. As you saw in the video, it was a fairly smooth process for me. I sprayed around this thing thinking, that was smart. I don't know how smart it was, but if anything, I'll just take this out, scrape it off, put a skylight in here, or scrape it off and then just put the cover back on. I don't know. So I got about 1,600 square feet or 1,600 square feet worth of spray foam, and I covered a little more area than I really wanted to. It's really dripping back here and where I put that on. Hopefully that's just what I tried putting on and it didn't go on because it was out of the one component. Anyway, so yeah, I did that, and I covered a little more area. As you can see, I covered back there, I covered the wheel wells than I was expecting to. I got everything covered with a decent enough layer in my mind, so this was fairly fun and easy to do. I'm just hoping that everything's set up fine, aside from obviously the stuff that I can tell was what I sprayed on later that was probably not properly mixing. Yeah, some of that's not looking right, but 95 or 99% of what I did looks 99% of what I did looks great. And so yeah, it's really just a matter of, because like right here, I don't think this was mixed properly, but I was trying to spray it on anyway because I thought maybe it was just me, but I eventually learned pretty quickly that it wasn't. And when you get with spray foam like this, it's not a hard science, but I'm just hoping that it's something that's not going to be permanently damaging. So I'll come back here in 24, 48 hours, see how everything looks and smells, and hopefully everything turns out good. I'm going to stick around for probably another 20-some minutes just so that it can air out with windows and doors still open, and then hopefully when I come back here in 24 to 48 hours, everything's still good. So yeah, not a lot of it expanded a whole bunch. Like obviously up here where I think I did a thicker layer, it expanded more than back here, as I didn't do as thick of layers. I kind of just went psh and stuff. And you kind of get the hang of how thick and how heavy to apply it as you go along, but obviously there's some variation just because, we're all human. This is where I got really carried away right here. And see, that's dense spray foam. And that's what you want when you do spray foam. You want large, dense pieces like this. This is just extra that I'm breaking off. And so that's going to insulate. That is hard stuff. That is like almost if you bought the foam board, kind of dense. And that's what I wanted. So I'm glad this all turned out well as far as I can tell at this stage. So yeah, I'm going to add this video once I put all the clips together, it's all going to be put on YouTube, and then I probably won't do another video for a while once I do this video, mainly because I don't know what I'll get back here and be able to do, when I'll be able to do it and stuff like that. So I'm just going to step out of the bus because that smell is kind of slightly irritating. It's not a bad smell. It's not really, it's just the spray foam smell, similar to what I had when I put the other stuff in. So I'm not too concerned about it. I'm really hoping I can give this a thumbs up. As you can see, I took my wall frames, my wheel well covers, and any extra things I had in my bus out to do the spray foam. But yeah, this is really the main big project I wanted to get done before the weather here started getting bad, and as it starts to do the thing, the frozen, semi-frozen precipitation, I don't want to say the name. Once it starts coming down and accumulating more, I might not get out here as much to do work. If I do get out here to do work, I'll obviously be making sure the bus starts a couple times throughout the winter, maybe, or maybe just, checking on things and making sure things are doing okay. I didn't run it a lot last winter, and everything went okay, and so I'm hoping for the same thing this winter, but we'll have to see based on what all happens. So yeah, just cleaning out my car because I gotta go do something later where I need to use the front seat. I brought those extra nozzles that are up there on the dash, but I didn't need to because they came with their own nozzles, both like this and both with the fan spray, which is what I used. I think I used about all three of them, just because I wanted to make sure the spray was pretty even. And so yeah, I'm going to be heading out here. Oop, there's my hand. In about 20 minutes and stuff, and putting all this back before I leave because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Hopefully not, but that's not as bad as the other things. So, but yeah, put everything back, take off, come back, check everything, hope everything works out, and then depending on school, work, and weather, I'll try to get out here and start putting up ceiling, putting down flooring, putting up walls. As you can see, the flooring got pretty killed, and so I'll probably have to come through and scrape all of that off, and on the flooring, just kind of even out the foam so it looks nice, and then figure out where I'm going from there. So if I don't get enough money to do solar right away, I'll probably run electrical lines and get everything hooked up and set in place before I put the walls and ceiling up, or start in the process of doing that while I'm doing it. However I best decide it'll work for that. But get all that done, hopefully, and I gotta stop walking because I know when I do that it makes this look all wavy. But yeah, just this was the last big benchmark for me before the end of this year to get done. So throughout the next 3 months, I might be making more progress now. I might be making less progress. It really just depends on what the next 3 months are like, or more, probably next 5 or 6 months, knowing us. Our winters tend to go from the end of one year, the 3 months of one year, into 3 months of the next year. So we'll see. But I'm definitely getting there. So I know I wanted to have it done by this time last year, or by this time this year, when I started back in January. But, things take time. You gotta be patient. And so I'm just really glad I got to do this and have this experience and share it with other people. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people who are like gonna hate on me for spray foaming it myself, and you know, it's my choice, it's my disaster if it turns out wrong, but from what I can judge personally right now, it's turning out really well, the spray foam part. And so, yeah, I'm gonna be shutting the video down now probably, so I'll probably say more in another video. Once I double check this, I'm going to review the product on the bus probably this time, since I don't want to lug them around all over the place. And these ones are more empty than the other one that I had. And so I'm probably going to toss this one because I think it's empty, or close to. And so, yeah, I'm going to finish up that video hopefully for you guys by next Thursday. And then we'll see. But yeah, this is Tim, and I'm signing off.